Hello, hello, hello. I had to get my camera right. How you doing, my collective? It is your girl Aquame, and this is going to be a collective message, collective reading for the second half of July. See what we got going on. What is it maybe that we don't see coming, that we need to be, forewarned about, or whatever comes out. It could be anything, but take it as it resonates. Leave the rest for whoever else may need it. Hit the like button, subscribe to the channel, all of that good stuff. Let's get this going. Um, yeah, I love this energy. I feel like really good in this energy actually for the second half of July. I feel like I'm hearing like you had some sort of running start. You're going to get some sort of running start on something. Maybe like being a little bit ahead of the game, or just, I don't know. Maybe I'm also seeing something like where, just for instance, you're looking for your birth certificate and you don't know why, but like the following week, there's a reason why you need that. So it's like you're already like, oh my God, look, I was just looking for this. I found it now. Perfect. Okay, so something to that effect I'm seeing for the collective, but it's some type of running head start. Okay. All right. So, angels, ancestors, guardians, and guides, thank you for being here with us already. And the energy, y'all not playing today. I already see that. I'm here for it. All right. The universe and our higher selves in alignment. Okay. And God is always and forever with us. So, what do we have for the collective? What is the energy? What is going on? It is raining where I am, and it sounds so beautiful outside. It just sounds nice. I love when it rains. All right, let me get some cards for my collective. What is the energy that we will be discussing today? The love, number 44. The woman holding a heart, giving me that Queen of Cups type of energy. And I just spoke about the rain, which is water. When you think of the cups, right? It's the flowing energy. It is the heart space in which you create from, in which you love from, in which you give and receive from. This heart that she's holding has a lot of missing pieces. So this energy of also being a little bit like in being in a state of replacing what you have given away, right? Being rewarded for what you have given, right? In return, getting something. All right, I'm not taking these two because I only wanted one more card here. What is this woman holding a heart? Yeah, ooh, look at that now. That's what I'm talking about. We have the man holding a coin. The woman holding the heart is 44, and the man holding a coin is number 43. So yes, 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 that's what I'm talking about. This looks like a very good couple. This gives me the pentacle energy, the masculine, the masculine, the earth signs is what I wanted to say, of Virgo, Taurus, and Capricorn. This is giving me Cancer, Pisces, and Scorpio type of energy. This is a collective reading, so it is what it is. At the bottom, you have this blossoming abundance. So there's some sort of energy of divine feminine and divine masculine energies coming together to make wholeness, to make things into completion, right? The creative aspect and the actual physical aspect, the growth of that creativity. It doesn't have to just be creativity. I'm just using that as an example, right? But this could just be anything when it comes to like two halves of a whole, right? Because even though something is whole within itself, it comes with many moving parts, right? And that's what I'm seeing here with this type of energy. Very stable energy, very in alignment type of energy, right? Definitely, I like this. Okay, what else do we have here for my collective with the man and the woman here? Divine feminine and divine masculine. I guess that's the avenue we're going down for this reading. All right. A lot of offers, exchanges of gifts, exchanges of energy I'm hearing. You have the transformation. You can be very fluid at this time of going in between your masculine and feminine sides, right? Knowing when to be a little bit more receptive, knowing when to take more action, knowing when to create that, or enter into your space of stability. Because sometimes we don't need to be so stable, right? We don't need to be so rooted and grounded. We need to be a little bit more flexible, right? So that's that divine feminine, divine masculine interchanging between the two type of energy. This transformation out here, something big is coming together, right? Something beautiful is coming together here for the collective in the second half of June. I love this. What else do we get? We have justice. Justice is taking its form. It's taking shape. Two halves of a whole. Again, that scale has to be balanced. In order for it to be balanced, the energies need to be in cohesion. They need to be in cooperation with each other, right? Also, too, I'm hearing you are being given like your wings, right? You're spreading your wings at this time. Even the way this justice card is, she has her wings spread out, her arms spread out as if they're wings, and she's balanced with truth, with the light. All right, she's balanced in her knowing herself. She's balanced in reality and in the fantasy and in the dream world. There's like a definitely I'm seeing like an interwoven balance. You give here, you get there. You take away from here, and it makes room for something else. Justice and transformation. Now, I do see for the second half of July a lot of things that people have been waiting for. Again, it's like the transformation is available now, right? Because not every day is a day for necessarily transformation. Sometimes we don't need to transform. Sometimes we just need to be as is and keep doing what we're doing, how we're doing it. But then there comes a time again, the fluidity of when you need to not sit still. You need to move, right? You need to get up and do something. You got to take actions, right? So really not getting stuck here is not getting stuck here is the key word. And I said that, and look, the freedom card is at the bottom. So this is not a time to be stuck. This is not a time to be stagnant in any way. This is not a time to box yourself in. This is not a time to, let your fears take over either here. Because I feel like with this cage is imaginary, right? The box that we put ourselves in. But it's time to free up yourself in some sort of way. And I feel like too here, this is for the feminine energies. I'm seeing, feminine energies need to be more receptive at this time to working on what they have healed, right? So it's like you go through these traumas, you go through things in life, you have given away these different parts of yourself, right? Because again, these giving away of it wasn't necessarily, it may feel away now, but in the moment it felt good when you gave it away, right? Now you're looking to replace it. Now you're looking to get some attention, some love, some care for you. And that's where this divine masculine energy I see here steps in, where it's the providing energy for what this needs, what the feminine needs in order to create that abundance, right? Because that's what's always needed. We need more. We need to have something continuously and effortlessly growing and moving for us. All right, so this energy of the man holding the coin is stability, right? It is creating a sense of foundation. It doesn't have to come from anyone else. This is what we're doing for ourselves. We're creating a area, a safe space for ourselves to actually flourish. All right, we're creating the space where we can actually feel good about ourselves, right? We don't feel like we have to hide anything about ourselves. All right. All right, let me see here. What is the energy for my collective at this time for July? What is this? Let me get 2 cards. Thank you. Let me get one more before I turn it over and see what it is. Trust. I love it. And trust fell out. Trust fell out, face up. I don't know what the other card is, but obviously they want you to know that at this time you have to trust the transformation that you're going through. Trust where you're being guided toward. Trust where you are being flown to, right? It's like there's a little bit of a reluctancy to fully do something because you may not feel like you have the full support. But with this divine masculine, divine feminine energy being here like this is the balance that you need. This is the, what you're looking for to fulfill this desire to be in this, whatever it is, this desire that you have. Because this is all about wanting something different for yourself, right? That's what I see here. You want it bad enough, you will do everything and make sacrifices to do that, right? You have the patience card. So that's why the patience card came out, because you don't know what's going to be next, right? And you can only plan but so much. You can only do but so much. But it's telling you to just allow. All right, except that everything is happening in divine order. So nothing is happening before its time or after its time in this process of transformation. You want to use the butterfly as an example. The butterfly goes through the stages from the caterpillar. Matter of fact, it goes from the egg to the caterpillar to the cocoon to the butterfly where it flies, right? And as this butterfly can do so much more than it could do than when it was just a caterpillar, right? But you're expanding, and that butterfly energy of always being expansive, always wanting to spread your wings more, always wanting to see a new destination, or always wanting to like be in a new level of yourself, a new upgrade, right? I feel like this is like a, you know, if you have an urgency here for those type of things, it's like just telling you to be patient. It takes time for you to kind of fully transform, because I feel like even at times you, just by your past experiences, it can kind of feel like you're like, what do I want to say? Like, it's too good to be true, right? So let things play out at this time as well. Let things play out. Somebody is going to, their true colors is going to come out too, I see as well. Somebody's true feelings, somebody's true colors. But justice right here, karma is right here because karma is being served for the transformation. But the transformation that happens, like what is actually that transformation, is based on, you know, excuse me, the work you have done. All right? That's where that comes from. So what is this divine masculine energy and divine feminine energy? The woman holding a heart and the man holding a coin for the collective. Ooh, success, beauty. I love it. You have the Six of Wands here. Okay, with the Six of Wands, look, oh, and you have the Queen of Pentacles. Interesting. So you have the man holding a coin, and now you have the Queen of Pentacles here. Okay, so that'll be interesting if the King of Cups comes out, because that'll definitely be that same type of energy. You have the moon here, working through some sort of cycle. There is an energy of you have some type of surprise winnings. You have some type of something coming toward you that you're just totally not going to expect. So like I said, there's something about you trying to, you can only plan but so much with this Queen of Pentacles, right? Something can only be organized so much. So it's like really expect something else to kind of step in, but it's going to be something good, something healthy, something that kind of like, again, if you already thought you were going down the right path, you're really going to receive the confirmation that you are. The Judgment card and the Devil is here. So be very careful at this time. Oof. What is this? With the moon. This is that surprise energy. This is some type of surprise. Somebody surprising you with how they feel. Somebody surprising you with some money. Right? This is somebody surprising you with some sort of offer of sorts, right? It's telling you to be a little bit, you know, cautious with it, because I feel like it might come as a total shock, and your initial reaction could, you know, like if somebody's coming to you and tell you, hey, you just won $1,000, right? And you're all excited. You got this $1,000 that you need. My God, right? But it's like when you get to the place, you realize, I don't know, it wasn't you that won, right? It was actually somebody else. It wasn't your name called or something like that. Again, a connection also that might have had a false start, like had some sort of drama or something to it to initially start. It's like something here that works out. Where you don't think it may work out, it actually is going to work out. Which is interesting enough. The devil wants to interfere, right? There's somebody here trying to cause some sort of confusion, but it's like you're not all the way paying attention to it, maybe even. Like you don't really see it. I see it as a surprise of some sort. I see it as a shock in a way that you're like, what the heck? Where did this come from? How did this happen? Let's see. But the devil is definitely trying to win here. And he can't. It's playing some sort of like trickery of the mind, of the eyes. Like somebody is trying to show you something that's not true. Or somebody's trying to get some sort of, somebody to kind of step out of off their throne in some sort of way. Somebody may be trying to trick you off of your throne. Don't let that happen. Can't make it up. Queen of Wands. Don't let nobody trick you off of your throne. Okay, you have the Three of Pentacles with the Queen of Wands. You are in a very much different space than what people think you are, collective. And I don't think they realize how much you have elevated and kind of developed yourself, honed your skills, really put confidence into your own self, right? Put this energy into yourself to make yourself at this level, right? You really push yourself very hard. And if somebody wants to take you out of character, it will almost be like their jackpot. And you don't want that. They don't deserve that. They don't deserve that. Because I feel like with this Queen of Wands and the Three of Pentacles and the Six of Swords, all you have to do is continue to kind of show and prove here, right? Because every time that you get up and be your best version of yourself, there may be something there that feels like it's a test. There may be something there, but this is how we activate that mode of ourselves to be our best versions of us, right? Don't let nobody take you out of character, because again, as this butterfly, you've learned a lot about your masculine and your feminine side. You've learned how to properly love yourself. You've learned how to properly invest in yourself, right? You've learned how to properly, or this is what you're learning at this time. So it's like you don't want to fall backwards. And I feel like, again, too, here with this devil, this is also this devil may be us getting like kind of like, not us getting called out, but it's like, yeah, it's us getting called out, but not in a way that's like somebody trying to bring us out. That's what I'm seeing. It's like somebody trying to drag things out. Don't fall for the hype here. Don't fall for the hype of something. If you see something happening, navigate around it. That's what I see, right? And get yourself back into union. All right, because I feel like there's something here in the middle trying to kind of split something with this Three of Pentacles. All right, something that has some type of growth with it, some type of steadiness with it. Something here, maybe you know how to do something that another person can't. All right, they haven't figured out how to fly yet, but you do. You have the Magician here. So this second half of July is telling you to put, like, almost turn it up a notch. You need to turn it up a notch, because if you think that everything is like, it can't be, like things can't change in a blink of an eye, then you'll be sadly mistaken if you're not properly prepared. If you're not actually moving in the right way. If you're not, you know, thinking negatively. You're not talking about people. You're not, and I'm not saying anybody else is doing this, but whatever, we may be. You're not robbing and stealing, right? We're not doing things to get on the bad side of karma. A lot of people right now are going to get their just due when it comes to their actions, right? But my collective that I am talking to, obviously, if you are operating in your highest and best motives, intentions, thoughts, actions, right, then you are going to get what you're supposed to get. But a lot of people are getting called out who thought they were on a high horse at this time. And it's like, who is the real divine feminine? Who is the real divine masculine? That's what I'm seeing here. And it's like, you can maybe put to the test here. So don't fall for the trickery. Don't fall for it. Because I feel like you staying on track in union. There is someone here, though, in your energy who is a very good, like, match or fit for something that definitely helps to amplify things for you. All right, you help to amplify things for them in some sort of way. And that's where that Three of Pentacles is like as an energy of wanting to interrupt something. And then it's like you have to go elsewhere for there not to be interruptions. All right, so you can create this manifestation that you're trying to have right now. All right, so the advice here, I think, what we have with the trust and the patience, we have the Five of Swords, we have the Hierophant. You got to follow the rules no matter what. All right, to win at all costs means that sometimes it'll cost you friends. Sometimes it'll cost you a job. Sometimes it'll cost you, you know, whatever it'll cost you. But does that mean that it wasn't worth it? Does it not mean that you're getting rewarded, especially with the Hierophant here? You're doing what you're supposed to do. It may not look pretty all the time, right? Sometimes we got to do the ugly work to get the pretty stuff, right? To get to the good stuff. We got to dig in deep to get to the treasure usually, right? We dig in that dirt real deep. We get messy until we hit something and we go, yes, we found it. We're usually worn out and tired by the time we find this treasure. But guess what? We did everything we had to do and we didn't have any interference stop us or tell us otherwise. And you have the Lovers. Again, you're in a perfect union of some sorts with God, with the relationship, with yourself. But this connection here and how you operate in it, it means a lot. It means a lot. And I feel like I said, the two energies flow well together, but there's interferences trying to see in the middle, like, well, can we disrupt this? When things start to come together too good, there's always going to be that devil energy trying to step in to stop it. Always. But again, and I don't really want to show this because, YouTube be bugging the naked people. But these two cards look very much similar, right? I don't know if you can see it. They look very much similar here. So you know that with every, positive, there's a negative. With every time the devil tries to fight you, there's also opportunity for the angel to win, for the angel to support you. The angel of love, the angel of unity, the angel of good health, right? That's what I see. You have this Knight of Wands here. I heard a quick comeback. A quick comeback with that Knight of Wands. Something is definitely a quick comeback. As soon as there is some sort of friction here in this connection, in this, like, whatever here is being, like, magnetized together. every time they try to stop it. Like, every time they try to stop it, they can't. You got the Ten of Wands and you have the Ten of Cups here. This isn't something that can be easily disrupted, but it's like lessons and things that you guys are supposed to go through to develop, right? You're developing yourself here. And you're not being pulled out of character. You're actually developing yourself. You're actually, with every, how do I say that? Like, you're, again, working in your highest operation, working in your highest light, working in your highest thought process will keep the devil away. The devil will always try, right? Because, hey, what else does the devil have to do? What else does he have to do, right? He has to work hard to feel achieved in his endeavors as well, putting you in a state of fear, putting you in a state of doubt, putting you in a state of confusion, putting you in a state of feeling like what you're actually doing is not successful, it's not working, when in all actuality it is. So I feel like this is almost like a thing of you being sent a test of some sort, or something coming in to test you to really see if you're kind of see which level you're about to go to. How is this transformation going to look because of your actions? You know what I mean? Dig, I know what I mean? All right. So, let's see. I'm going to get this deck here. I don't always use this deck because it's humongous and the cards are sticky. But I do want to get some energy here. All right. What do we have? What is the advice here for the second half of July? All right, what do y'all want to say here? I don't even know what to say because, man, you got to take a gamble. Somebody is gambling with themselves, and not in a good way. I just heard, especially with it coming out with this energy here with the devil, because it felt like almost right on top of it. Somebody is playing a real dangerous game here. They're trying to see if they could win something, and I feel like it might blow up in their face if they make the wrong move. So be very careful at this time. Stay in alignment. Like, if it's, man, yeah. You may have to fight against something. I see the Warrior card at the bottom. So this card says willingness to follow intuition even when others doubt you. Okay, that's that same what I spoke about with the Five of Swords and the Hierophant. You got to take a gamble, yes, but you have to be smart about where you're going. This person doesn't have any vision, right? They are trusting the process, but it's like they have absolutely no vision. They're just moving without a purpose, okay? You have this energy here with the gambler. You have the victim, okay? So don't be a victim to your circumstances either. Don't be a victim. Take some sort of risk, but take a calculated, smart risk, okay? This said the victim. It prevents you from letting yourself be victimized or victimizing others, right? So we're not playing the role of like, oh my God, I can't do anything about this. No, you are operating in a whole new version of like what victory looks like for you, right? You may have never actually pushed yourself this hard before. You never may have been challenged this way before, but it's like it's because you're in an elevated place. You know what I mean? Woo. Okay, they said don't take that one. All right, what are we taking then? Let me get one more card here for the collective for the second half of July. Somebody here though. You have the Gossip card and destroy is at the bottom. All right, the gossip and destroy. Again, something is trying to enter in this devilish energy that needs to be called out. Right, it needs to be like, and it's being put in your face so that you can do the right thing. Though it's not doing it to necessarily confront the issue with destroy and gossip, because I feel like what you do, your name will be out there with this decision, right? This decision that you make, this transformation is complete once you take a certain action, and how you take that action, which steps you take, whatever it is, it makes the difference on the other side. All right, so be very mindful of who you're encountering with, making sure that if it ain't supposed to be, don't let it be, because it will stop you in a way that you can't blame nobody but yourself. Okay, so let's not do that type of thing for the second half of July, because obviously we're getting prepared for something. All right, somebody here has some sort of problem with, somebody in their environment who doesn't take accountability here, right? And it could be destroying some sort of friendship here, or destroying some sort of what do I want to say, like you can't believe this person or something like that. So be mindful of that as well. What is this energy for the second half of July? This is obviously a little bit different. You have the Lovers again. You have the Seven of Pentacles. The Queen of Cups is here. She came out with the Strength. All right. Somebody is definitely there's like a jealous type of energy almost. Somebody who wants to really just stop you. Empress, here you go. Empress. Your throne looks very beautiful. You got the baby Empress underneath with the Nine of Pentacles and the Three of Cups. So like everybody that laughs with you is not really your friend. All right. Everybody that kind of sees what you're doing. Some people I see with the Chariot card, like somebody coming into trying to like almost spy, like be the enforcer, right? The Chariot is a good card, but it's just like somebody who arrives on the scene to see what's going on. And that's what I see here with that Empress energy, like coming to see what it is that the Empress has going on. The Empress is naked and she's happy alone. Leave her. She's doing what she does. It's like you are minding your business, but there is some type of eye on you that is really trying to find out what's going on, or trying to kind of cause a sense of confusion, cause a sense of like getting you off of your throne. But I feel like whoever I'm speaking to right now, you are very steady on your throne. You are very steady in where you're standing, right? You don't feel threatened, really. You may laugh at this. This is funny energy. Anywho, this is your message, my collective. I don't know where this went. This went all over the place. Collective. What is going on? I'm going to pull one more card for you guys, just to kind of wrap this up in a proper manner, I think. I got too many cards all over the place. All right. Give me 1 second. Let me get my deck. All right. What's the last set of messages we have here for the collective? All right. Environment. So your environment right now is very important. You need to take care of it, right? Who are you letting into your environment? What is in your environment? What type of environment are you thriving in right now? All right, number 44 came out, and that was the first number that came out. First card that came out was number 44. Put the woman holding a heart. Okay. It says, help our planet. We have beautiful plants and native animals. So there's a lot around you here that you need to have gratitude for at this time. There's going to be a lot of shifts and changes. So be very prepared for that. It says life and death, right? So the environment is going to be changing in a lot of different ways, but there's a lot of new opportunities coming. Okay, you have new opportunities coming for you, my collective. You have mystical experiences, number 55. You have 555 here that just came out. All right, new opportunities is the number 5. Mystical experiences is 55. All right, so, and the last card is the cold water. Just jump in, just do it. All right, sometimes we got to get adjusted a little bit It may feel a little bit, something may feel a little bit off, but as soon as it does, find your footing. Okay? So, collective, this is the message for the second half of July. I hope it resonates for someone out there. I hope you hit that like button and subscribe to the channel. I appreciate you dearly, and I'll talk to you later. Deuces. All right, why can't I do this? Okay. Bye.